Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School. I'm not going to talk long, but I wanted to say something real quick. There was this interesting plantation fight that took place between Symone Sanders and Shaun King, where Shaun King called her to the carpet on some stuff that he should have been calling her to the carpet on, and Symone Sanders got real defensive. Symone Sanders is a black senior advisor for Joe Biden, otherwise his black surrogate. She's not a black leader, she's a black manager. Remember, I told you guys the difference between leaders and managers. Managers are designed to just pull people together, corral them, control them, get them to follow an agenda. Leaders are people that inspire you to do better, to push, to be free. I'll tell you this. I was watching, and I want to say I'm very happy that you had the one brother that was on CNN that really challenged Sanders on that crime bill. I don't know the brother's name. I got to look it up, but you can go find the clip, and it's on News One. And he basically said that Joe Biden contributed to mass incarceration. His rhetoric in the 1990s was very much, pro-black extermination. That's what you really want to call it. I mean, it's sort of, what Hitler did to the Jews, in the sense that you had tens of thousands of black people hauled off to prison, taken away from their families. Everybody gets upset about the immigrant children being separated from their families, but nobody talks about when a black man or a black woman gets separated from their family. Neither does Symone Sanders. So Symone Sanders was defending this crime bill. Symone Sanders was defending her boss, and it looked really pathetic. It looked sad. Shaun King called her out for it. And I'm going to tell you what, the fact that Shaun King called her out for it really speaks to what I've always presumed and suspected, which is that Shaun King he's not a good manager, he's a leader. Shaun King inspires people to be thoughtful and to be free. And I think he's going to have a conflict eventually with the Democratic Party over this. I think Shaun King's very principled. He fights for truth. He fights for justice in a lot of ways. I don't agree with him on certain issues. Like, I can't support, Me Too things, the Me Too movement entirely, because I think that you need evidence in order to lock people up. A lot of black men are being incarcerated with no evidence, and I think that we have to deal with that. But beyond that, though, Shaun King comes off to me as a guy who says things that he believes in, whereas Symone Sanders sounds like somebody who says things so she can get a paycheck. And if you recall, Symone Sanders was the one a few months ago who also told black men that, or said that she gets sick of black men giving their unsolicited opinions on certain issues. So she kind of doesn't feel like black men should be speaking. So this sort of conflict between her and Shaun King is interesting. It's almost like she's in a penis swinging contest with him or with men. I don't know if she's gay or not. I can't say that for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's part of the LGBT community. And she has this real interesting and aggressive energy. And so she kind of swung back at Shaun, which really makes the Democratic Party look kind of silly. But really, I think black people got to get away from these plantation fights. I think that when we out here battling each other on behalf of massa, it makes us all look crazy. I'm not messing with none of that shit, but I'll say I side with Shaun on this, and I'm glad Shaun spoke up. And I'm ashamed. It's ridiculous that Symone Sanders has it in her job description that you got to take up for massa's bullshit. You know how many black families were destroyed, how many children were separated from their families over that crime bill. Don't be out here telling no lies, girl. Sit your black ass down and shut up. Seriously, shut up if you are going to go out here talking this nonsense. You need to go out here and speak the truth. But she's not the person. She is a political operative. She's a person who gets a paycheck, who's trying to climb up the ladder, and she ain't really fighting for nobody except trying to get her a nice position in the White House, which isn't going to happen because they're not going to win. Joe Biden needs to fire Symone Sanders. If he trying to do the white man thing, he need to get rid of her, because she's not only is she ridiculous, but she's also just not slick enough to pull off this nonsense. So I'm out of here, guys. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. Make sure you join us over at Black Enough, the Facebook for black people. This is where we're hanging out now. So make sure you join blackenough.com. Also, hit the thumbs up button. If you want a free e-copy of my book, It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar, it's totally free. Go to drboycewatkins.net. That's drboycewatkins.net. I'm out. See you guys soon. Peace.